Oh, we do have a fish. He's under that log. First I thought we got stuck, but no, we got a good fish. Oh, we got a big fish. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you're brand new to fishing or just looking for some tips, tricks, reviews, how-tos, you've come to the right spot. We are out here on a beautiful Sunday morning here in southern Indiana. The month of May finds me participating in yet another charity event, this one for Cash, young man who was in need of some funds. Kayak bass anglers from all around the country jumped into this month-long tournament to raise some money for this young man. What a great idea. And hey, while I was at it, decided to go ahead and participate in the Indiana KBF May State Challenge. They call it Mayhem because there's a chance that if I do really good, I could qualify for the Kayak Bass Fishing National Challenge Series Championship down in Shreveport, Louisiana. How cool would that be to be one of the top anglers to get to go participate in the Challenge Series Championship? It's a pipe dream. I may have a shot. Last month I finished 12th. Currently I'm sitting 12th. If anything, I would love to be able to finish in the top 10 for the May Challenge here in Indiana. But I'm gonna need some bigger fish. The boys up the leaderboard are dropping 21, 20, 19-inch fish. And right now my best is 17s, down with a couple of 15s. I really need to get those 15s knocked out with some bigger fish just to stay in the top 10. I've got this weekend and next weekend to do it. Yesterday was a flop at Monroe. It was another visit to the Dead Sea for me. Either I catch a big bass or I don't catch squat. So I caught a dink and a crappie. Little fat 12-incher to start the day. Same place where I caught my first chatterbait fish last year, a year ago. So caught him again. Let's go. That's the way it goes sometimes. That's fishing. But I'm out here hoping to catch one or two big ones, maybe transitioning to or from the spawning areas. It's going to take some luck because I'm going to be fishing a pinch point, just hoping to catch a bass cruising in or out of the back end of this lake. And I just happen to be sitting there at the right time. Really don't have time to do much else. So let's get on the water and see what we can come up with. Because hey, we're about teaching as well. I'm going to show you guys the baits I'm going to be starting up with, and then we'll see through the day how I adjust. But you see how clear this water is. So one of the first baits I'm going to be fishing with is this Z-Man jackhammer, and on the back end of it, I bumped that little bluegill in the water right there. One of my primary baits today is going to be the Z-Man jackhammer. It's in the Davy Height bluegill pattern. I have a 6 cent swim bait on the back of it just because the colors just match up perfectly. These bluegill here are on the beds. The bass may be loading up on them as they come off spawn, and we'll have to see. Next up, I have a tube tied on. Next up, I have a new jig from Monster Bass and the Adrenaline Crawl from X Zone from the May, was it May? No, the April bundle. But we'll see what that looks like in the water. Yeah, a little deeper, those claws actually stand up. There we go. Next, I have this Mondo shaky head. This is from 6 cents. That's a 10-inch shaky head worm. You can see I dip the tail in chartreuse. But in the water, it looks like a little snake coming through. All right, let's quit jacking around and get over there and go catch some fish. Go ahead and show you all my favorite knot. This water's a little stained, so I'm gonna throw this white chatterbait in it just to give it some contrast. Come through the eye. Grab the main line, and take the tag in and wrap it over my finger like that and pinch it. I'm gonna come around it 5 or 6 times. All right, now that we wrapped it around it 5 or 6 times, I'm going to grab the tag end. I'm going to come through that loop there at the bottom, just above the eye. I'm going to grab it, and then I'll come back up through that loop that was over my finger. Then I'm going to take the tag end and the main line together, draw it taut, I'll wet it, and we'll pull it tight. I'm going to slide that knot down to the bottom, pull it tight, and grab both and pull them tight, clip off the tag end. It's a great knot for fluorocarbon. Bass love it where creek channels run up against a bank because they know they can pop up shallow and chase shad, but they also know they have deep water they can escape back into. So I'm gonna get over here where I can cast up to that little flat. There's a carp jumping out, putting on a show for us. I do think I saw an eagle over here somewhere. Come down and grab some grub and head back up to the trees. Oh, we've got one little 12-inch fish, but we need 16s or better to upgrade. But hey, maybe if we just catch some fish, we'll be all right. That must be a young eagle. He just flew down the tree line, but he doesn't have his white yet, so he's under 3 years old. I think they get their white head and feathers in their 3rd or 4th year. It's pretty cool. I actually looked that up because I had an encounter with a young eagle that was really close to me. I think it was last fall. And you know, you're looking at the beak and the size of the body and everything. It's like, man, that has got to be an eagle. And then I looked, it was saying that bald eagles under the age of 3 are still brown. And then as they mature, I'm pretty sure, I think it was their 3rd and 4th year is when they start to turn into getting their white feathers. I thought that was really cool. I'm just thrilled every time I see one regardless. So. It's a good looking jig from Monster Bass. Got that adrenaline crawl from X-Zone Lures. Pretty nice looking colors. Of course I say it looks nice. Need to find some bass just so they can tell me they think it looks nice. Almost felt like I got thumped there for a second. Now if you notice, I got a new fish finder, upgraded from my Garmin to a Humminbird that's got side and down scan imaging. But right now I'm just using it as a depth finder. I need to, you know, go read the instructions and figure out how to use the side and down. And that's more for deeper water or places I haven't been. But, you know, for right now. And it's also got GPS in it, so I can also mark where I catch fish, things like that. That should come in handy down the road as I use it. And I actually got this exact same model that I am putting on my boat. I've got a front one that is just a depth finder and down imaging. And then the one in the back is just side scan, because side scan, for it to be effective, you need to be moving like at 3 or 4 miles an hour. But I'm still wiring all that up. I had to wait for a Humminbird to come back in stock with the high-speed transducer and a Y cable so that I could connect those on the back of my low, and that way when I'm up on plane running, I get the, you know, I get the depth of the water below, you know, so I know how deep it is when I'm on plane running around a lake. Again, I just got a basic fishing machine, so most of this stuff I'm adding myself. It came with a cheapy little low unit. I'm just taking my time and getting all that stuff together. After Memorial Day, I'm not going to put the kayak away. We'll still go fish in it after work, but we're not going to be running around all over the place, you know, trying to do these challenges. We're going to spend a lot of time in the boat, just fish for fun. This has been, I've made this into actual work, and I said I wasn't going to do that, but you know, charity events make it fun. And you know, honestly, the thought of having a shot at qualifying for the KBF Nationals, okay, that's pretty cool. It's forced me to go out and fish waters that I haven't fished in 10-15 years and then try to be competitive on them. But the cool thing about that is it's made me go revisit a lot of other places I used to fish quite a bit so that, you know, later on, I'm going to go out, once we kind of get done with the beginner bass fishing series, I'm going to start working on a where to fish in Indiana series. So that if you happen to be visiting, or you live here and you're just getting into fishing or haven't been in forever, you know, I'm going to go out and cover all the state parks, the big lakes, like here's Patoka Lake and, you know, near French Lick and all that, so that you guys have some, you know, you're not, if you go, that you're not starting from zero. I got a few different reservoirs over in Green Sullivan State Forest that are nice for anybody that live over in that direction. But Indiana has a wonderful Department of Natural Resources, and you know, we want people to go out and use it, obviously. You know, of course, if you're out looking for 10-pounders every weekend, yeah, we ain't the place. But if you just want to go out and fish and have fun and catch some bass, bluegill, and crappie, yeah, we got plenty of that. Well, I'm out today chasing bigger fish. Every fish is still fun to catch. Even our little dinkers, our little babies. I'm really surprised we haven't had any takers on this tube yet. And again, like I said, the bigger bass may be still on the bed someplace. I didn't see any on those beds back there, but it could have been old bluegill as far as I know. Who knows? We'll find somebody sometime this year. I think I found some weeds. Oh, I think I was on the back side of a stump because I see some in front of me. I'm banging up all kinds of goodies down there. Got some shade, some rocks, shallow water near the creek channel. How do we not have a bass yet? Means we just got to keep going, clinging and banging up all kinds of stuff down there. I mean, tell me I need to swing out a little bit from the bank. Somebody's gonna be around and eat this tube. The water's clear enough. With a little stain to it, it ought to stand out pretty good. Banging off the bottom, stirring stuff up. Those little tentacles going like crazy. Fish just went up to it and bang. Can you get any better than that? I guess I could have landed on top of it quietly and then gently pushed it into the water. But, you know. It'd be funny if we saw our line go like, oh, I guess it was the perfect cast. I'll tell you this much, if there were any smallies along this bank, you would think they'd be tearing this thing up too. I'm hoping to get it with my brother here in the next few weeks. We're going to put some of the bait bundles. I'm going to put those together, some of those this week, and get some of those care packages ready to drop off at the Dom. And then we're going to go up there and fish at one of the places my brother used to fish, but he was up there. There's a fish. That's an upgrade. It's a big fish. Get in here. That's an upgrade. Look at that. Thunder Cricket Swim On. Both from my monster bass bag. Biggest bass of the day. It's a nice little guy. Well, that carp jumped all the way out of the water. He's putting on a show. It's like, look at my athletic skills. We're going to try to get up on the White River and do a float and try to get it into some of those smallies up there. Been reading some of the smallie groups on Facebook up there and then seeing the results of some of the Derby kayak tournaments. Them dudes are catching some big smallies on that river. I mean like 20-inch smallmouth. Now, smallies are long and lean. Like, you know, you can catch a 20-inch, you know, 4.5-pound smallie. But hell, I've caught 5 pounds largemouths that weren't, you know, they were only 19 inches. I don't think I've ever come up to this point before, but I'm just casting this tube back next to us, dragging it around. Log we just passed. Kind of hitting both sides of it since it's kind of pointing this way. Uh-oh. Oh, we do have a fish. He's under that log. First I thought we got stuck, but no, we got a good fish. Oh, we got a big fish. Yeah, you're a big fish. Get in here. That is a big fish. Oh, wow. Man, I am so glad I took the time to do that. That really worked out amazingly. And the camera was running. Wow, we got a big fish right there, guys. That tube worked perfectly. Rolled it right up onto the log. Got him again with it. Alright, we need to get him on the donkey leash and get our board set up. That is going to be an upgrade. Well, he's heavy too. Yeah, I'd say we found an upgrade, boys. Drop this tube under a log and boom. There we go. Get this stud back in the water. Woo! My first 20-incher on the catch board. Let's go. What a beautiful fish. Away they go. That's what I'm talking about. All right, folks. Well, we put about 6 or 7 hours in today. Only had 2 bites. But the key thing is, one of those bites was our biggest fish of the year so far. So you gotta love that. Anyway, that's it for this episode. As always, get outside when you can. Hey, take a friend. Go make a memory. One cast at a time.